Okay, we're recording. Hi, everyone. Yay.
Welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose.
Where two black-ass girls invade the whitest show on earth, The Bachelor. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Justine. Drunk.
Yes. We apologize, y'all, for a little bit more laughy. I am one glass of wine and one Red Bull in. I'm trying something different tonight, and I'm feeling a little jittery.
And I'm on my third glass of wine.
Yes.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to go. This was a good episode. Mm-hmm. We're in Tuscany.
Yeah.
A lot of shit goes down.
Home of the truffle.
Home of the truffle.
Home of pasta.
Home of some girls going home.
Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about.
We do.
This episode. I'm very excited. Happy Black History Month.
Again!
Put that out there again.
We're going to say it every time.
Yep. Happy Black Panther comes out on Friday.
Oh my God.
Have y'all got your tickets? Have you got your outfit picked out?
Yes.
I was watching something today. Someone was like, what are we wearing? Are we wearing black? All black? Are we wearing African print? Somebody tell me which one it is so I can get my outfit together. I was like, good question, girl.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Are we wearing all black, like the Black Panthers?
Right.
Or are we doing the kente cloth?
Right.
On an African print look?
Or are we interpreting Wakanda?
Or are we interpreting Wakanda? Are we coming in like African futuristic?
Right, African superhero.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still working to put my outfit together.
Oh my God, I just know my boobs are gonna be out, and I know my fur is gonna be on.
Yes, we are wearing furs.
We're gonna be wearing furs!
Justine has a leopard fur. And I have a purple Forever 21 fur.
Oh my God, it's so shaggy.
It's so shaggy. Sheds everywhere. It was literally like $40. But we will definitely be wearing them.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Happy also, let me just shout this out. Obama, Michelle, and Barack, their official portraits were revealed today. It's just a lot happening in just the month of February, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, lots of blackness.
Loving it. All right. Turn it over to you.
Okay, so we are doing some church announcements today.
For church, y'all. We're about to program.
So, in our program this week, we have some emails from you guys, and we love your guys' emails.
Keep them
nice.
coming. You guys are so nice and funny and very supportive. I just love it.
Yeah. And speaking of funny, our girl Stefania.
What up?
Stefania, who is of... I don't know if you want your age out there, because you did say this privately in an email. But just know that we're reaching all ages. And we're so excited to be your guilty pleasure and your indulgence. And she said what we want to say but cannot say in our segment, which is that Arie could never get it. That was her sign-off to us. And so I appreciate it.
I love it. We are forced to choose an Arie can get it moment. And we force this shit on ourselves, and it is a struggle every episode.
Every episode. So thank you, Stefania.
Thank you.
We love it. And then next email we have to shout out is Laura Tall.
Yes. So Laura sent us a link to an interview that Rachel Lindsay did recently with another podcast. It was like a podcast YouTube video type of thing. And Rachel revealed, I just thought this was entertaining. So the girl asked her, where were you when Trump was announced president? Because she was on her season with Nick.
Yeah, taping.
Yeah, not her taping, but it was The Bachelor.
Oh, yes.
Nick.
The Bachelor.
And she said it was during fantasy suites.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
And they revealed to them, I guess the Bachelor producers told them, like, the election was just announced, Trump won. And she said she proceeded to get drunk as hell in her fantasy suite and passed out.
Yeah.
They didn't have sex. She said they didn't anything. She passed out asleep.
Yeah.
And then another thing I thought that was weird was she said that her and Nick, like during that time, didn't talk politics. So she said she didn't know where he stood with Trump and whatever.
Which means that he voted for Trump.
Which is very odd.
Yeah, that is
because
weird. That is very weird.
Why would you not use that as an opportunity to find out more about his political beliefs?
And this election was not about political beliefs. It was really about the beliefs of your heart.
Yep.
And so for her not to know
And not to ask.
And not to ask.
I was very perplexed when she said, yeah, she was like, I didn't talk about politics with Nick, so I didn't really know where he stood. My first question to him would have been, who the fuck do you go for?
Yeah.
Immediately. Or just judged his reaction when the producers came in and told them who won.
Right.
I'm looking dead in his eye, looking him up and down and all around to find out where did he stand.
Yeah.
And she said she didn't know. So
that's weird.
Very bizarre, because that is a deal breaker for me.
Oh, yeah.
I would need to know that.
100%.
I would have needed to know that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, thanks, Laura, for making us aware of that interview.
And then the next one is from Jill, who is 36-year-old girl from North Dakota. She's one of our white listeners. Yes. Shout out to you guys.
That's a lot out there, I think.
There are quite a few.
There's quite a few.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yep.
And just know that we're here for you, girl. We're here for your single life. And for you just spending your money on yourself. Buy yourself some shoes for Valentine's Day. Yes. I always buy myself something nice for Valentine's Day.
Do you?
I buy myself whole lingerie sets. For Valentine's Day. For myself.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Lingerie sets?
Whole sets, dude. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Valentine's Day has always just been another day for me.
What?
Also, like in my family, my parents never made it a thing. Oh. Like my dad sometimes brought home chocolates. Like maybe got a card for my mom, but they just like didn't make it a thing at all growing up. Yeah.
My dad always made it a thing.
Your dad would.
I know.
He's such a sweetie.
He is. Oh man. So I always just did it for myself.
No, that's good.
So girl, Jill, email us back to see what you did for yourself for Valentine's Day. We would love to see. And then the next two emails kind of coincide with each other. We have Nassim and Catherine.
What up?
Who both emailed us. Nassim emailed us and she said that she's a subscriber. So we love it. Thank you so much. And Nassim is Persian. And she was telling us about the Bachelor Canada.
Yeah.
And about this...
Bachelorette Canada,
sorry. And about this, quote, fine-ass Indian man named Mikel. Spelled M-I-K-H-E-L. To not be confused with bundles.
Mikel.
Catherine also emailed us a delicious screenshot of Mikel.
Yeah.
You guys, look him up. He is fine as shit.
And we got 2 emails talking about this man with an attached photo. I thought that was hilarious.
Of 2 different races.
Two women, 2 different races. Both of them are American, right? I think. But
I think so. But watch Bachelor Canada.
Have watched the Bachelorette Canada.
Yeah.
And felt the need to send us... told us to go watch the series and then look out specifically for Mikel, who, spoiler alert, if you plan on watching, he made it to the top 2.
Top 2, yeah.
Which is wild, because we've never even seen an Indian man on Bachelorette America.
Oh my God. And is there a big Indian population in Canada?
Is there a big population of anybody in Canada? Canada's very white.
It is. It is.
Like they have very pockets. There's like a whole Caribbean crowd that lives out there.
Yeah. There's a whole.
But otherwise, that place is white as hell.
Yeah.
And so this is similar to Australia. Season 2 or season 3, they had a black bachelor. Where they found his ass, they did it.
Yeah.
I don't know what America.
Us.
Yeah, they did it before us.
Oh man,
I can't.
And Catherine said in her PPS, hold on 1 second because I just have to pull this up, that my voice really reminds her of Shireen Marisol Meraji from Code Switch. And she sounds like audio fondue. Like, I love how her voice sounds. And whenever I edit this, I'm like, oh, so annoying. So thank you so much, Catherine, for that compliment. That's so nice.
Justina's beaming right
I really am. Thank you, Catherine.
Catherine just made her whole day. I don't even know who she's talking about, but Sure, her voice is lovely.
It's great.
Oh God. Is that it for
So I think that's it for
church
the
announcements?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Y'all know what time it is. Time for the Peter and Eric update. Go ahead, Eric, Justine.
Okay, so Eric Bekah has some big news.
Woohoo.
Oh yeah. He launched his podcast, Bigger Talks. And it's going to be launching every Wednesday, so it's competition for us, but that's fine. You can just subscribe to both of us. And it's going to be about subcultures and pockets of American life.
So what is it about?
That's the thing. It sounds made up, right? Everything he says.
What does that
sounds
mean?
Kind of made up. He's talking about the power of diversity and the power of spirituality and sexuality and all kinds of different things. He's gonna have guests on, which I'm excited about because as much as I love my boo, you know I love my bae.
You do.
I don't want to hear him talking for 30 minutes straight.
No, he needs some guests to like break it up a little bit.
Yep. So I'm excited for this.
Nice.
I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna be tuning in.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Good for Eric.
Yeah.
Entering into the podcast space.
Yeah.
We need another Bachelor podcast, you know, because there aren't enough already.
It's not enough. He already has 5 stars, the
Nice.
5-star rating. So we're excited about Bigger Talks. And also, you guys, just in case you're nasty McFreaky like me, every Monday he films himself getting out of that cryotherapy chamber. So
Oh my God. He goes weekly?
yeah, he goes weekly.
So that's why you talk about it every week, because he literally goes weekly.
every week.
Wow.
So he's either sponsored by them or he has more money than I think he does.
Because that looks expensive.
It's expensive. No, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive. So.
Huh. I'm going to try that.
Me too.
Someone else will pay for it.
Well, they have Groupon ones, but I'm scared because we get locked in.
Oh God. You know, it's some like dungeon in Chinatown. It's like a room and this one random like cryotherapy like chamber. And it's like an old fridge. It's like an old fridge. Come inside. Oh God, what did I pay for?
Oh my God.
Nice, good for Eric.
Yep. What's up with Peter?
So Peter, y'all, he is officially selling gear.
Oh, Peter merch?
Peter merch.
Oh my
I don't think
God.
he's had it before, or maybe I missed it, but he's selling little beanies that say, I think, like Peter Cross Fitness, or whatever his, Peter K Fitness, whatever his thing is. T-shirts and those like Swell water bottle things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's selling his gear. And today was Daisy, his dog's birthday.
Happy birthday, Daisy!
That dog is so cute.
She's so cute.
She is
She's
adorable.
so bad.
She is bad. She is
She's so cute,
tearing
though.
up his house. But she is adorable.
Aww.
And he did a little Instagram video where he made like a bowl of like all her favorite things.
Oh my God.
It was like peanut butter and like bananas and like every treat imaginable. But it's funny because we do the same thing for our dogs at home.
We do?
Yeah. They have no idea it's their birthday. They just randomly once a year get like a piece of filet mignon and it's like, wait, what? But we used to do the same thing for...
That's so cute.
Not for this badass dog we have now, but
Yeah.
Hayes, our beloved dog that passed away 2 summers ago. Yeah, he used to always get a nice little birthday celebration.
That is so funny.
So fun.
And doesn't he get a hat too? I feel like I remember Sonia getting him a hat.
Yes, we do put a little hat on them
Yeah.
and, you know, make them look like a puppet, basically. Trailing them around, taking pictures, and they literally have no idea what's going on. But he will take that filet mignon, thank you.
Oh my God, that's so cute for Daisy.
Yeah, Daisy. Happy birthday, Daisy.
Aww.
But that's really it for Peter.
Okay.
Outside of that, little Bachelor Nation news. So, Bachelor Winter Games is tomorrow.
Yay!
Premieres. And it's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays for the next 2 weeks. So that means Justine and I have a lot of work to do.
You guys.
We have a lot of recaps because we do want to, you know, be faithful to you listeners.
Yeah.
And so we are recapping Winter Games. And just wanted to let you guys know, like, our schedule, when to expect things. So, per usual, every Wednesday we will have Arie's recap. And then for Winter Games, for the Tuesday episodes, we will release the recap on Thursdays. And for the Thursday Winter Game episodes, we will release the episode either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, sometime during the weekend.
So if you subscribe to us, you should get the little notification letting you know that the episode has dropped. And it's going to be a very exciting 2 weeks.
It is.
A lot to talk about.
A lot of content to talk about.
A lot of content, and I'm so excited for Winter Games. That's just like a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to tomorrow when we recap it. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into this juicy episode. Initial thoughts.
I, as a non-serious Bachelor viewer, have never been so proud of a Bachelor contestant as I have in Jacqueline.
Yes. Speak on. I mean, we don't have to speak on it now, but we're going to get to it.
We're going to get to it because my girl, she really just did us well.
All the way through.
Yeah, she really did. Oh, man. So proud of Jacqueline this week. And there were a lot of tears this week, but rightfully so, I think.
It's getting hard.
Yeah, it's getting tough.
It's the episode before Hometown, so it's like shit's real now. Yeah.
And everything else I think I'll save. Yeah.
Okay. My initial thoughts. The 3 girls who were completely out of his league.
Yeah.
Went home.
All left.
Hallelujah.
That's true.
Oh my God. What's left now are all girls who are suited for him.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Between Bekah K, K, right? Bekah K, Tia, Lauren, or Kendall, I can each see each of them with him.
And even Kendall's a little too good for him, in my opinion.
Kendall's a little too good.
Yeah.
But even she, I could see making it work.
Yeah, she could.
Yeah.
I could see her making it work, but still not ideal. But yes. The 3 good ones.
3 girls who had no business being there left, and I am so happy.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the episode.
Yep.
Okay, so we're in Tuscany.
Yay.
Which I learned was a region.
I know. I didn't know that either.
It's always talked about like it's a city, but it's the whole region. And so they're in Pisa, and Chris Harrison comes up. And, he always just drops all kinds of bombs on these poor girls. Lets them know there's no rose ceremony this week.
Ugh.
There's going to be 3 one-on-one dates, 1 group date, and there are going to be roses on all of the dates. Seeing as this is the week before hometowns, if you don't get a rose, you're going home. You don't get to bring them home.
Right.
If you do get a rose, it means you're going home and you get to bring them back with you.
And then do you speak to your parents at all and tell them, like, I might be bringing this 36-year-old white man home? See you later, bye?
They have to, of course, there's already producers, like location scout producers that are at their homes. Setting shit up.
Wow.
Getting permission to, if they're going to film in a restaurant for, where before they go home, they always have like lunch or something.
Yes.
They got to get permits and shit for all of that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So there's people already like home staking that shit out, I think.
Okay.
And of course, at some point, the girl has to call the parents. Like,
and
coming home and bring this dude.
Yeah.
So be ready.
Okay.
Hide all the craziness. So this is Tuscany. This is big. The pressure is on. Jacqueline, throwing in all the SAT words.
Oh my God, Jacqueline.
She said, "I'm on the precipice."
Precipice.
Which I had to remind myself what that meant.
Oh my God, I love it because I took Latin.
Oh.
So I love it.
You did Latin in high school?
Yes, I did Latin in high school. Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, yes, with all these words that derived from Latin.
Nice. Woo! So she said, I'm on the precipice where I can make the decision to fall in love. But then she said, I'm questioning, am I just falling in love with the idea of falling in love?
Everything about that paragraph is so phenomenal.
Jacqueline, she reminds me a little bit of Peter.
Yes,
and
me too.
They are logical realists.
Yeah.
Who, they don't do well on this show. Because this isn't reality, this shit's nuts.
Right.
Makes no sense, none of it. But they always get to that moment where they're like questioning everything. Is any of this real?
Yeah.
Am I actually falling in love with him? Or am I just falling in love with the whole hoopla?
Right.
And so Jacqueline that's what she's going through right now.
And for her to say, to make the decision to fall in love, because a lot of people don't know that love is a decision that you make every day when you wake up and you look at that snoring, drooling nigga next to you. And you're like, yes, you forever. That's a decision.
Choosing to be here.
You are choosing that decision.
Yeah.
So I love that she said that.
Yes.
It was very powerful.
Very powerful. Yep. And so the first date card is a one-on-one. It's going to Bekah K. Let's fall in love under the Tuscan sun.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Bekah K, it's time for her one-on-one date. Arie pulls up in yet another red convertible.
Yeah, I was like, where are they getting all these?
Where are they getting all these cars?
Yeah.
Beautiful cars. We were like, hope this one works.
Yeah, because I was afraid.
Yeah, it's gonna break down. So Bekah comes, she's wearing a very beautiful, flowy, floral dress.
Yeah.
Very fitting for like a Tuscan, day, just walking in the streets kind of dress. I liked it. Arie, he's, excited for their date. He said that they haven't seen each other in forever.
Yeah.
Or she hasn't had a one-on-one.
Like a whole day.
A whole day with him since the first date, actually, of the season, which was hers. And he said, we're missing that romantic connection. He's feeling a little bit stuck, so he's excited to, get back in there with her. So their date is basically walking around Bekah, I think is the name. Bekah was the name of the town. It's a nice, cute little quaint Italian town, and they're just walking around, buying things for a little picnic that they're setting up.
But wait.
What?
This is my Arie can get it moment.
That was fast. We just started the episode.
I know.
What?
I know.
But Arie can get it.
I really liked. I have to take it frame by frame, y'all. So there's one frame where they're walking down a alleyway, and you see his whole outfit head to toe. And there's something about Converse on a date that like really do it for me.
I love Converse.
Ooh.
So. You gave him Arie can get it moment another time when he wore the Converse.
Yes, when he was walking the dog. You thing. I have a fetish, guys.
So it's the shoe that you're in love with, not Arie. Let's get it straight.
I like him ripe.
Yes.
I like him ripe.
Oh God.
And so for them to be wearing Converses, to me, it has like a youthful touch.
Yeah,
I think
it's a nice little contrast with the gray hair.
Yes, and then a little youthful shoe.
Youthful shoe.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it. Something about it I enjoy.
I can dig it.
But I liked his whole outfit today. It was good. It was like a gray jean and a button up. That was like a chambray button up, but it had like a little bit of a print. Okay. So a little something.
Nice.
Yeah, something to it.
Okay.
Because God only knows.
Yeah.
He's really good at the grandpa sweater.
Yeah. We're in sunnier places now, so I think he gets to retire the grandpa sweater.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, Jesus Lord have mercy. But yeah, that was my Arie can get it moment.
Okay. Look at you, Arie, getting some cookies.
Gross.
Okay, so Bekah is just having the time of her life.
Yeah.
She said, you're very easy to travel with.
Okay. How does she know?
I don't know.
How does she know? She's literally sharing a bed with another woman who's his girlfriend. Yeah. How does she know he's good to travel with?
I think because she mentioned that she's only ever been on a trip with an ex.
Oh, yeah.
Her ex, and they went to San Diego.
Yeah, right.
That was probably a nightmare of a trip. So Arie's like, this is great to her.
Yeah.
They're getting along. Sounds like that San Diego trip. They were at each other's throats.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, she's enjoying her time. And Arie, he said he was worried that they lost their passion, but it seems like they found it again.
Yeah.
They seem to have a good time, at least during the date portion.
Yeah, definitely. She was working.
What do you mean?
Bekah was working hard to establish that connection on this date.
Because she knew it'd been so long.
She was like twirling herself around at one point.
Oh my God.
She was even waiting for him to do the in and out, the in and back.
Twirl, yeah.
Nope.
She's like, no, let me twirl myself.
Yeah.
Look at me having fun.
I'm having so much fun with you. You're so great. I love you.
She's getting to work.
Yep.
Meanwhile, back at the house, Jacqueline's going through it, yo.
Oh my God.
She's going through it.
She said she's having swirling doubts.
Swirling doubts. So she said she's developed feelings for him, like on her one-on-one last week. Mm-hmm. But something doesn't feel feasible.
Solid
word.
Solid vocab.
She's very particular with her word choice.
Yeah, because she knows what words mean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You can't just be saying shit.
Yeah.
She said something didn't feel feasible, which to me, that was a nod to the fact that she told him she's about to pursue her PhD.
Yeah, right.
And him living in Scottsdale, or him being cemented in Scottsdale.
Right, yeah.
And her pursuing a PhD, which can really take her anywhere. Mm-hmm. As we said last episode, this shit ain't feasible. So finally, she got some sense knocked into her, and she's starting to really rethink this, and that something between them isn't really feasible.
Yeah.
Along with all of that, she's really just not trusting her emotions.
She's not trusting her gut, and she's also making a lot of comparisons to herself and the other women. She's saying, like, a lot of these other women know what kind of partner they'd be, and I don't know what kind of partner I would be. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I'm like, girl, you'd probably be the best partner, one of the best out of all of them. Mm-hmm. As we said, the 3 best left tonight. Mm-hmm.
And she was also comparing herself to the girls, because the other girls all seem so sure of their feelings.
Yeah, they do.
And for her, she said, this situation is so accelerated, how can I trust myself?
Right.
Thank you, Jacqueline. In that moment, Jacqueline. She got my invite to the cookout.
Yeah!
Because that, to me, is like the whole epicenter of this entire show. Mm-hmm. The whole thing is... the whole show is orchestrated for you to fall in love.
Right, yeah.
With these lavish dates and these, taking you to the countrysides of Italy. Like, if I'm walking around with Arie, my ass might be in love with him. Just the way it's all, orchestrated to build the romance. So she's recognizing, kind of like a Peter, that none of this shit is real. This whole situation is accelerated, so how can I possibly trust anything I'm feeling? Mm-hmm. I have to really compartmentalize and figure out if any of these feelings I'm having are even real. Yeah.
And to that point, someone asked Jacqueline on Twitter what she's studying.
Yes.
She said clinical psychology, specifically mood and personality disorders, especially narcissistic, antisocial, histrionic, borderline, and couples therapy.
Wow.
So that was her focus before going into the show.
So she has an academic background in studying humans, essentially.
And personality disorders and imbalances.
Ah.
So she knows if something doesn't fit. Basically, she knows if the puzzle is not all put together.
So Jacqueline, she knows how to read people. Mm-hmm. She has a good read on people.
Yeah.
Not even just, gut feeling, but,
no, literally scientific.
Like, she's scientifically studied people and personalities. So I think she just had a gut feeling that something is off about their personality mesh. Mm-hmm. I mean, logistically about their lives, but then also I think she feels off about Arie specifically.
Yeah.
Like, something about him is not the best fit for who she is. Mm-hmm. Good for you, Jacqueline.
Yeah, we
just
loved
good
it.
for you. But yeah, another reason why she got my invite to the cookout was this next line, which had me dying. She said, I just can't visualize conversations between him and my parents.
Do you know how hard we laughed? Y'all, do you know? Like hyenas. oh my God. Because both of her parents are Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, straight up. They've invented science, her parents. She's got her PhD in, all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Her parents are brilliant minds. And this dude barely...
quote, barely graduated high school.
As he keeps saying. He keeps reminding us that he's a dumbass. This ain't us trying to, shame him.
No.
He has reminded us time and time again that he is not the brightest star in the galaxy. And so she's like, look, I don't know how I can bring this home to my astrophysicist parents. What are we gonna talk about? What is this gonna be?
Oh,
Love
boy.
it. Jacqueline, see you at the Cookout, girl.
Yeah, that was
See
fantastic.
ya. Bring a little, green bean casserole
Yeah.
for us black folks.
And a book.
And a
Bring
book.
recommendation.
Yes. Love it. Back on Bekah K's date.
Oh, Jesus.
I forgot about her. So it's nighttime now. They're going for dinner or whatever. And so Arie asks her, who would I meet on your hometown next week? She tells her she's gonna meet her mom, her mom's boyfriend, her Uncle Gary. And then she said, she's like, I don't know if any of them will really ask you like tough questions.
Which is his dream.
Which is his dream. And her like dropping little nuggets like that is like letting him know like it's gonna be an easy hometown, easy breezy. Mm-hmm. So like don't be worried about me. Like we'll come home and like have fun. My parents aren't scary or anything like that.
Oh my god, it's a theme with him.
Yeah, he just needs ease.
Yeah, that's it. He
can't-
needs a very easeful
like this.
relationship.
Yeah.
Which
He's so simple-minded.
That's the thing, because desiring an easeful life, there's nothing wrong with desiring an easeful life. I also desire an easeful life.
Hell yeah, I don't want pain and heartache.
But I know that relationships are not easeful.
No.
Otherwise, they're not fruitful.
Yeah.
So,
Not to say it has to be hard and treacherous, but there's got to be some depth there in your relationship.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And he doesn't want that.
No, he wants something easy. And then he asks her, have you brought anyone else home before? And she reminds us, which I totally forgot about this, of her last boyfriend, and they were together for 7 years.
Wait, remember, they were together 7 years on and off.
On and off.
Which means Bekah K got dickmatized.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah. She was just...
You kept going back to that D.
quote unquote hanging out for 7 years. It sounds like.
Yep.
Hanging out with someone for 7 goddamn years.
Yep.
And so she said he was the last guy that met her family, but she said that they never had an official meeting.
Right.
As in she didn't do the whole mom and dad, here's my boyfriend. Boyfriend, mom and dad. It was more like they met sporadically, which is what she said.
Yeah. Which is probably like they were at the parking lot at the Walmart.
Right.
And they were like, oh shit, that's my dad going to get Oreos.
Let's go say hi.
I have to say hi.
Or she's home with the boyfriend hanging out.
And
the mom comes over to like drop off something, and he's like on the couch like, hey, what's up?
oh my god, drinking the Simply Orange.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It is terrible.
For 7 years,
but it's so typical. I think people forget about this because of TV shows like The Bachelor and because of a lot of normatives that we have, that a lot of people have not either brought anybody home, a la my husband Eric, or just kind of like didn't feel that the person they were with and the person they could share their body with and their life with was good enough to share with their family. A lot of people feel that way about people in their life.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
That is.
But also so real.
That also is like a testament to like dating now, I feel like.
Right?
Because I feel like it is a very old school, like 1950s, like we're going steady thing to like bring your boyfriend home, and it's like an official thing. I feel like Bekah, we're clowning Bekah right now, but I feel like this is the norm.
No, yeah, totally.
Their parents have met their boyfriend in like fleeting moments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God.
And they don't even tell them they have a boyfriend. It's like a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Because Becca's our age, right? She's like 28, 29?
So, yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Sadly.
That sucks, yeah.
I feel you, Bekah.
Someone you've been with for 7 years, you would think, or you would hope that her answer to that question would have been a bit different.
Yeah,
like, my parents, they love him. He came over first. She didn't do all that.
Yeah.
She didn't say that. Like, he spent Christmas with us. Like, my mom and him get along so great. She was like, they've met sporadically. Which means for 7 years, they didn't have much of a relationship with, her parents didn't have much of a relationship with this dude.
Yeah.
Yikes. So after that reveal, she then reveals that she's falling for him. I'm falling for you. She said it.
Man, oh man.
She's joined Tia in the club.
Yeah, in the boat.
Yep, because she knew what she had to do to get that damn rose. Because she hadn't seen him in forever, so she's like, I gotta pull out all the stops.
Yep.
he replied back, or I think he said this in his confessional, I could see a future with her.
Yeah.
Yep. Time for the date rose, and no surprise, she gets the date rose.
Obviously.
It was a very easy breezy day. She's going home to meet the Cutherins.
Oh, something horrible.
The last name was very difficult.
Not that it sounds like that furniture store. Remember that furniture store that got out of business?
Raymore and Flanagan?
No. Hoffmore Koofman?
Oh, Huffman Coos.
Huffman Coos.
Yeah.
It sounds just like that.
I didn't catch what she said, but it was a very interesting K last name.
Yeah.
So she got the rose. They're all excited. They're pushed up on these cobblestone walls. Kissing. Arie's doing his whole kissing bandit thing.
Whole routine.
That's his thing. He was known for like the push up against the wall.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Make out. So that's Arie.
Some of the things that he does are so simple, and I wonder why every man doesn't do them.
Like the push up against the wall.
Yeah, that seems simple.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole other podcast episode. Next is I'd rather not talk about this.
Well, so back at the house, another date card comes, and it's a one-on-one for Lauren B. The date card said, "Let's break down our walls." Now, Lauren B literally just got a one-on-one, like last week.
Yeah.
So she's getting another one. So all the girls in the house, like, all their faces were like, what?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I haven't seen him in a month.
Yeah.
So Lauren gets her date, and she's all excited. Meanwhile, our girl Jackie. Jackie's
a mess.
Still going through it. So she said again, the doubts have just keep creeping up on her.
Yeah.
And it's come to a head, and she's decided she needs to go speak to Arie. Yeah, so she saddles up to his hotel room.
Oh my god, which is definitely a moment in Bachelor, like in the course of the episodes, when you get an impromptu knock.
Yeah,
that's like
that
a
is
moment.
a moment. That means someone's either exiting or that's usually what it is.
Yeah,
a girl or a guy is taking their time to like go talk to the Bachelor. That means they're leaving.
Yeah.
So she, goes to Arie's room. They, sit down to have a chat. She swiftly takes a swig of his wine.
So good.
Because she's like, fuck, I need courage for this. And she basically tells him, like, look, I didn't expect to develop feelings for you. And part of me is falling for you. But I'm not confident enough in my feelings to bring you home.
Yeah.
And she said during their amazing date last week in Paris. Was it Paris?
Paris.
Yeah, Paris. She had a moment of doubt.
Yeah, during the date, which is no surprise.
The date. Oh,
no surprise at all.
They all have doubts during their dates.
I know.
But because it's their one-on-one and they're simultaneously there for a game, like they want to get that rose at the end, they squish them doubts. And so yeah, she said she was having a moment of doubt on their date, and she's just scared about, quote unquote, worried about ending up in Scottsdale with you and then wondering, how did I get here?
Because that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
And she would have recorded tape and footage of how she got there and be like, shit, what?
Shit, I had all these feelings.
Yeah.
And all these gut feelings, and I didn't honor them.
Because I also have all these brains in my head. And now I'm sitting in Scottsdale.
And I'm sitting
with
in
this
Scottsdale
dog.
looking around like, how the fuck did I end up here?
Oh my god.
This is not the future I painted for myself.
Whew, I'm so proud of her.
I'm very proud of her because she's having these doubts and conflicting feelings, and she is doing what most girls on the show don't do.
Yeah.
Which is be honest with themselves. Because if most of the girls were honest with themselves, half of them would leave the show. Not even Arie. I'm talking for everybody. Even for the Bachelorette. If most people were honest in their feelings for the person that they came on the show for, they would probably leave. Because I think a lot of people feel deep down that they don't really feel it like that with the person.
Yeah.
Sure, they get along. Sure, they're hot. Sure, they're having a good old time. But deep down, they're all kind of like, is this really the one? I don't know, but let me go with it.
Or they had plans before the show and feel stronger about those plans than they do the person. Like Jackie probably... We calling you Jackie now, bro. You went in the cookout.
Jackie.
Jackie. Jackie. Jackie.
Not Jackie. We can't do Jackie. There's only one Jackie, and that is the mama from Sister Sister.
Yes. Jackie probably feels stronger about her PhD than she does Arie.
Yeah.
You know? Which is totally understandable and the right thing to do.
Yeah. Because she knew from last episode when she revealed that she's doing this PhD program, and and he still gave her the rose.
Yeah.
And she was like, and they were both like, "We'll just cross that bridge when we get there."
And now they're there.
And now they're there already. And she's like, "Wait, the bridge is here, and we ain't gonna cross this shit because it doesn't make no damn sense." So yeah, she basically is like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Very confusing, the goodbye, because she was very confused.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm so majorly attracted to you." She kept grabbing his face and like making out with him, cuddling up to him. At one point I was scared. I was like, she's gonna change her mind.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh my god, because he still seemed open to having her stay. He wasn't like fighting for her.
He was asking the dumbest questions I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I was like, alright, this isn't a one-on-one. Like, this is a conversation with another human being. You don't have to ask these probing questions. He was asking questions probing her, like, well, what do you feel? Well, what's the difference between you feeling this and this? Like, can you say what you feel?
Yeah.
Like, can you expose yourself, or are you afraid of her?
I feel like in that moment, I feel like he knows deep down Jacqueline isn't gonna win. Like,
Yeah.
he knows that she's not the one. So he wasn't gonna fight for her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But he also was still kind of open to having her around. So I feel like that's why he kind of was giving these, like, okay, let me just ask these obligatory questions to show that, like, I'm interested.
Yeah.
But really, he was not gonna fight to keep her there.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So she, they did a whole lot of making out.
A lot.
Very bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you're going home. Stop kissing them.
I know.
A lot of making out, and then she's like, all right, gotta go. See you later.
And then Arie said, if you have any regrets, come back home.
See, that he said come back home?
That's what I wrote down, but I'm
He
drunk.
ain't said just I would have caught that.
I questioned my own self. Like, home?
No.
Come back to me. Come back to me. That's what that says. Come back to me.
Come back to me.
Sorry, I melded it into two words.
Okay.
Come back to me.
To me. Which, again, to me that felt like another Arie, like...
Hallmark card.
Hallmark card, just loaded statement that he really doesn't even, like, believe. He doesn't believe that. Because he knows deep down she ain't gonna win. That's what it is. So yeah, she left. She's in the hallway bawling.
Oh my god, she's crying so bad.
Crying her eyes out. And then she said, like, I feel like I found love here, but I don't think it was the love.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was all the way love, but...
Right.
Jacqueline...
Let's talk about the first part of that statement, exactly. Was it love?
Not
sure.
Maybe it was, though. What? No, maybe it was.
Jacqueline is in love with Arie.
Maybe it was. They had a really great one-on-one date.
In love with Arie.
Maybe she did.
She had... Those are feelings of, like... Those are like natural butterfly, honeymoon, you just met this guy and you're excited for him.
But if you're talking to a guy for 2 months... Oh, yeah. Let me not try to put this into logic. Yeah. I can't fit into logic.
It's not logical.
Never mind.
Love. So yeah, Jacqueline exited stage left.
Oh, man.
And I am so happy for her because she's way too good for him.
Yeah.
She's the first of the 3 that go home that is too good for him. I'm sorry. You do not need to be giving up your PhD dreams or compromising them in a way to go shack up with this lame dude who was intimidated by you. First of all.
Who is 10 years older than you.
Who is 10 years older than you and is intimidated by you for your smarts or intelligence. And no, you can find someone better and way on your level.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy she left. See ya. Next date. Our favorite.
Oh my god.
Lauren B.
You guys, I just yawned. It was a symbol of Lauren B coming
with a big ass yawn.
Jesus Christ.
So we literally saw them have a one-on-one last week where she ain't say shit. So he's giving her another chance, essentially.
Yeah, which is very nice of him.
Very nice of him. They are having their date in a town called Lucca.
Yeah.
Which is the name of my dog.
Yeah.
Italian Greyhound. Very fitting. Lucca. And they are just going to bike around, have fun. One thing I noticed about her, which is a direct contrast to Bekah, she's really bad at eye contact.
Yeah, she is.
And it's like a nervous thing, I get it, but she always like looks away, or she doesn't look him dead in the eye, or she doesn't hold it. She'll like look at him and say something and then look off.
And I feel like Arie doesn't test her the way that he tests some of the other women.
Not at all.
Which is so sad.
Yeah, not at all. She gets like all the ease.
Yeah.
All the excuses and everything.
Oh my god.
My Arie can get it moment.
What?
This date. When they were biking along and he was like, look what I can do.
Oh yeah, got up on the bike.
Got up on the bike and was, like, standing. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've always been into like, I've always been into like skater, edgy kind of guys.
Yeah.
Who do like cool tricks and like extreme sports and shit. And so yeah, saw a little flash.
I'm telling you guys, frame by frame.
Saw it in Arie and then quickly got over it.
Yep.
So Lauren, very perplexing thing that she said.
Oh my god.
Where she said, I've broken down my walls for him more than with anyone else. That's terrifying.
Horrible. What the fuck did these other guys see? This man who was engaged to her, what did he see?
I think the Lauren B that we're seeing is someone who is still so broken from her last relationship.
Yeah,
she hasn't fully healed.
Yeah.
That's like a whole thing. The whole reason why she's like this is she's still hurting and not fully healed from that last dude.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're getting a different Lauren B than the Lauren B that was in that last relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Maybe.
I don't think she was this. I think she's this closed off as a result of that relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So, anyways, they arrive in this, small little town, I guess the downtown of Lucca or whatever. And, wow. It's so Italian.
You guys.
Lauren B with the wows.
It's so Italian.
We're in Italy. Hello.
No shit. Oh my god.
I would get what she was trying to say. Like, it looked so, like textbook Italy with like
that's the thing. She could have said it
looks
looks so stereotypical. It looks like a picture book.
Yeah.
It looks like a movie.
No. Wow. It's so Italian.
Ugh.
4 words. We got 4 words out of her. Give her some credit.
God.
They're still walking around in silence.
Dead silence.
Again, more silence. They're walking around downtown Lucca. Silence. And Arie just keeps giving her excuses. He's like, yeah, I understand she's shy. I understand she's nervous. Like, saying all this shit in the confessionals for why she's literally being a mute again. And I'm just like, this girl just gets all of the passes.
Yeah, she does.
My God.
Yeah. And I'm confused. Why? Is it because of the way she looks? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Because he's so in love with her, but it can only be his physical connection to her.
That's it.
Because he doesn't know anything about her. We don't know anything about her.
Yeah, we know nothing.
I get it that the editing, we don't see everything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't strike me that they've had deep, intimate conversations.
No, and if I would be shocked if the Bachelor producers and editors found a personality in her and then just totally edited it out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If the footage was there, they would have showed it.
Definitely would have.
They haven't showed us nothing because it wasn't there.
Oh my God.
They're not just editing her into being a mute. Mm-mm. She was a mute. If they had footage of her talking and them having deep conversations, I'm sure they would have showed it because I'm sure they kind of want to show the audience like why he feels this way for her.
And reality show producers are always looking for a personality, point blank period.
Point blank period.
So if they find one, they're going to harp on it.
Yeah.
And there's literally nothing there.
There's nothing there because there's no footage of it.
Oh, God.
Good Lord. So, they sit down for lunch or whatever, and she asks him, are you ready to meet my family? And his response was, for lack of a better term, bitch, are you ready for me to meet your family? Like, you asking me, do you even like me? Like, what you mean? And, she said she's nervous because the last guy who met her family was obviously her ex-fiance.
Yeah.
And so, of course, she's nervous because this is the next guy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I, figured out at that moment that she's not healed from that last guy.
Yeah.
She's not healed from that. She has no business being on this show. I mean...
Yeah.
She's still so broken and guarded and all the terms from the last guy. And so that's why she's feeling all of these emotions and scared and whatever for, whatever. She needs to go. Just can't even. Back at the house, Jacqueline leaving basically showed the girls that they too are picking Arie.
Right. Yes.
They had a nice little brief conversation about that. Mm-hmm. That it's not just about him picking them. Mm-hmm. They also
are picking
Arie.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, back to Jacqueline's whole thing and the Peter realist thing, no one really comes on the show with that mindset.
No.
They all come there trying to vie for his love and affection and attention and the roses. But really, you can pick this nigga too.
Yeah.
Right. If you're not feeling it, you can exit stage left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all like, yeah, we need to remind ourselves that, and then quickly forget it. Next date card comes, and it's going to Seinne.
Yay!
Sienne's got another one-on-one, and the card says, I'm searching for the one. Back on Lauren B's dates. Time for their romantic dinner. This beautiful Tuscan villa.
It was so nice.
It was so beautiful. Arie says, this dinner is a test. He said, I need an aha moment with Lauren.
Wow.
He said, she's amazing, and I wouldn't want to let that go home.
That's the thing. I don't think he needs an aha moment with this young lady. Because, well, you know what? I just think his aha moment is the same for everyone. Which is, I have feelings for you. Mm-hmm. I'm growing feelings for you. Yeah. That's the same.
Like, yeah. Here, you get a rose. Just gonna drop that you're falling in love, and he is ready for it. Mm-hmm. So Arie asked her, how do you feel? Like, are you ready to introduce me to your family? Lauren gives her same spiel. We've literally heard this exact thing.
At least thrice.
Just same thing. I'm afraid to be vulnerable again. Mm-hmm. And then she says, you're unlike anyone I've ever dated. Every time I'm with you, it's very obvious to me that I'm falling in love with you. And ladies and gentlemen, this was my Bekah of the month! Bekah of the month! For 4 weeks and counting, it could still be counting.
That bitch could win and still
get the Bekah of the Week award. Lauren B gets the Bekah of the Week award for that bullshit right there.
Wow.
Every time I'm with you, it's very obvious to me that I'm falling in love with you. You guys, this came out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah. This girl is literally a mute. She's given us and Arie nothing. No insight. We don't even know if she likes Arie.
Yeah.
Like, Arie was at this dinner still questioning whether she liked him.
Yeah.
And she drops a bomb that it's obvious I'm falling in love with you. Like, I can't even, I don't even know where to start with that.
I know.
What that even means.
She's just saying what she's supposed to.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because she's like, look, hometowns are next week.
Yeah.
I kind of like this dude. I want to bring him home.
Sort of, kind of. That's good enough.
Yeah. Let me just slide in. I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah.
Becky of the month for that wag ass shit.
Oh my god, how funny.
Arie's reaction when she said that was literally a blank stare.
Yeah, it was very odd.
It was very odd. Because he was thrown back too.
Yeah.
He was sat down at this dinner unsure of how she felt, and then she just drops the whole thing saying, "I'm falling in love with you." So his face was just blank. Then he excuses himself and says he'll be right back.
So weird.
Very bizarre.
And I, at this moment, was like, yes, this bitch is going home.
No!
Never.
Oh my God.
Get her the fuck out of here.
Please.
But no.
So he goes and walks around the block. I don't even know what he did.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And she's at the table crying. Shedding some tears. He comes back. And she was like, "Oh, I feel like something's off." Like, he walked off.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Arie says, "I want so badly for this to work for us." And then picks up the date rose, gives it to her, and says, "I'm falling so deeply in love with you. It's crazy."
No, it is crazy. I agree.
This shit is crazy.
I agree. Arie. That is crazy.
And the fact that he said that to her is also crazy.
Yeah.
Because that is kind of like Bachelor taboo. The guy is not supposed to say anything back.
Well, isn't the contestant not supposed to say anything back? Regardless if it's a woman or a man?
What do you mean?
Bachelor or bachelorette. You're not supposed to say it back.
Yeah, they're not supposed to say anything back. The girls can say, "I'm head over heels." You're just supposed to kiss them and say thanks. But for him to not even just say, "I'm also falling for you," he said, "I'm falling so deeply in love with you. It's crazy."
Oh, what is going on?
Arie, what is happening?
Something we're not seeing is going on because there's no way
this makes
you're
no
falling
sense.
for someone who can't look you in the face.
Yeah. Who can't hold eye contact.
Like what?
Who, walking around Italy, has nothing to say. No.
Besides that it's so Italian.
It's so Italian and wow. Like,
oh my god, ew.
And like, we know nothing.
Yeah.
We know nothing.
Nope.
And the two of y'all have fallen in love? Like, this is a joke. This is a joke.
That's crazy.
This is a complete joke. I'm sorry, but this is just a fucking joke. And so she gets the rose and she's going to hometowns. Who are we meeting in hometowns?
We don't know.
Where is this chick from?
Virginia Beach. We didn't know until after she got the rose.
Beats me. Yeah, sure as hell didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does she have siblings?
No clue.
Her parents, she has two parents. They're still married, I think.
I don't know.
Like, I had known nothing. I have no idea what to expect. I don't get it. This whole relationship between the two of them is a fucking joke. Whatever. She might win.
Oh, yeah. She definitely might win.
She might win.
She's got a strong...
She's a very strong contender.
BTW, there's an 11-year age gap between those two. Just saying. She's 25.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. No one left is in their 30s.
No.
Everyone is... Nope. I don't know who the oldest is, but it's probably like... The oldest age is probably like 27.
Yeah. No, I think it's Bekah K.
Okay.
I think she's like 28 or 29.
Okay. That's like solid.
Yeah.
That's fine to be with a 36-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Lauren B. Becky of the Month's date. On to the next one-on-one, which is Seinne. So going into this date, Arie, the last two dates, both girls said, "I'm falling for you." Mm-hmm. So Seinne has she has some things like stacked against her.
Yeah, right.
Because now you're going home, so you need to bring home girls who are like definitely falling for you. Mm-hmm. So he's definitely paying attention whether she's gonna say it or not, or all of that. But he does give her some nice compliments. He says Seinne is incredible. Yeah. Every time I'm with her, I'm impressed by her. She's very worldly. Just singing her praises.
Everything that we're thinking.
Yeah. He sees, which is good. Mm-hmm. So he's not an idiot.
It is. Yeah.
He's not an idiot. He sees it. So for their date, they're going truffle hunting.
So cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that. So they're with this Italian dude, this old guy named Giulio.
Yeah.
And his little hound dogs.
But they're not even hound dogs. They're like fluffy, like hypoallergenic dogs.
So like poodles and like Bichon Friches, like running around, hunting for truffles.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Yeah, it's such a cool date. I definitely want to do this. Mm-hmm. Seinne, she's feeling good.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling very good about us. I feel very natural with Arie. And yeah, she's feeling confident. So they head to Julio's home for lunch with his family.
Homemade lunch.
This whole date was like my dream. I love this.
Me too.
I love this. They're cooking food. They're with an authentic Italian family. Half them niggas at the table ain't speak no English. And they're cooking pasta. They're, chatting. They're having, connecting with this Italian family. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
They're not just, walking around. They're, doing something, cultural.
Speaking of chatting, Seinne is out here speaking Italiano.
Yes.
Speaking Italian to these people, sitting at the table, smiling. They're all asking her, the good questions, right? Like, are you ready for marriage?
Yeah, it's deep stuff.
And our nigga Arie is talking about the time that he worked at Pizza Hut.
That's right. That's his little connection to anything Italy.
I worked at a pizza place once.
He's trying to connect. Look at him. He's trying.
All right, okay. That's him trying. All right, sure.
But then Seinne, she studied abroad in Italy, right?
Yeah.
That was Italy and Brazil.
In Brazil.
So you got homegirl who's dropping Italian every now and then, who lived here for a couple months, and he's in the back making pizzas, reminiscing about his Pizza Hut high school job at Pizza Hut.
Oh my god!
Just showing the different leagues that
contrast.
these two different leagues, living on two different planets.
Yep.
Seinne, get the fuck out. So yeah, great little date during the day. And then it's time for their night portion, their dinner.
Which Seinne looked beyond.
Just usual. This is just it's a casual Tuesday for her.
Slaying.
Just slaying.
Slaying. So good. A trench coat, an over-the-knee boot.
Yeah.
A cold shoulder.
Her styling is always 100% together.
Yes.
Because it's not just the outfit, people. It's the whole styling. The accessories,
the side
shoes,
part.
Yeah.
Or a ponytail.
Right. What you did with the hair.
Yes.
Because the outfit with a high pony and an outfit with, some wand curls.
Different.
Two different looks. You have to know the outfit and know what to pair with it.
Yep.
That's when you know you're a masterful styler.
And she's a master styler who can speak Italian and I'm sure Portuguese.
We keep referring to Seinne like she's this multi-linguist. We don't even know.
We don't know, but we're assuming.
And
it's fine.
So, yeah, Seinne shows up to dinner, ready to slay. And, Arie said it was very cool to see you in, a family setting. And Seinne said, yeah, it was great being with the family where, they express love so freely.
Yeah.
Which is just the Italian way. They're just it's a very expressive culture. And she said it reminded her of her family and how they are not very expressive with the love. But she really appreciated kind of being in that setting today. Arie, he says, I think you're a very logical person.
Yeah.
And I myself am very emotional or lead with my heart. And so I'm trying to picture, what the future would be like with you. And Seinne, so she brings back to Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And, the future that they might live together. And she said, I recognize you're very situated in Scottsdale. And she didn't say, I'm ready to move or anything. She said, I'm open to that conversation.
And let me tell you why. Because I did a little research on Scottsdale.
Oh my God. Okay. Just cracked your whole fingers and everything. Hilarious.
Scottsdale is 90% white.
Oh, yeah. Arizona is one of the most problematic states. Sorry to the Arizona listeners.
Yeah.
But
it is.
Was Arizona not the state where they were literally pulling over people who even just looked like Mexicans? Appeared Mexican. Yeah. And they were demanding to see IDs and shit.
Yeah.
So, just putting that out there.
Yeah. So it doesn't shock me that she said I'm open to the conversation because I don't know if I'm thinking too much into it, but if I was Seinne, that sentence would be a prompt for him if I'm dating a white guy to say, I know you'd feel uncomfortable, but I want to do XYZ to make you feel better. You know? And he was like, yeah, okay. Like, he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But in reality, he should address it.
And ask her, like, what concerns
and
do you
ask
have?
her, yes.
What questions do you have about Scottsdale?
Something.
What are you thinking about? Let's have the conversation.
Let's have it now. Yeah, and he didn't.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Seinne live in Scottsdale for a time?
Oh, shit, I don't know.
I feel like she said that during maybe episode 1 or 2.
Oh, wow.
That she lived in Scottsdale for a moment in time.
I don't remember.
Correct me if I'm wrong, people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in my notes and look at that.
Okay.
I feel like she did say that.
Okay.
So if she did, she could be speaking from
experience. Oh, like, Jesus.
Look, I moved there.
Yeah.
I did this. We want to have a conversation about this Scottsdale thing. I don't know if I'm moving back.
Oh, no. Yeah. And Seinne's hair is always laid, so, like...
Laid and slayed. Laid and slayed.
Yeah.
So Arie... He basically, I feel like this whole day he was dancing around sending her home.
Yeah.
Like,
basically.
With all these questions, like, what about this and what about that? Like, I feel like he just knew already going into it that she was going to go home.
He was looking for, like, a wrong answer.
Yeah.
She was never giving a wrong answer, but he was kind of looking for it.
Yeah. So he asked, as he's asked everyone, do you feel like we've had enough time for you to bring me home? She says yes. And, I think she also is maybe sensing, his energy was off.
Yeah.
So she, too, was sensing, like, this ain't looking good. And, so she got slide in, like, I don't want this to be over. I'm not ready to not have you in my life. Like, just trying to throw herself, like...
Yeah. Throw herself a bone.
Throw herself a bone.
Boomerang a bone to herself. Oh, my God.
Yeah. And so Arie, he grabs the rose and basically lets her know that I think we should be further along and I can't give you this rose. Which is a bullshit excuse if I've ever heard one.
It is.
Because further along compared to Lauren B?
Right!
Like, is that the threshold of being far?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Where are y'all at? Do you even know anything about her?
He should have been more honest. He should have said...
Yeah,
like,
I hate this excuse he gave her.
Like, you are incredible, and I feel a way about it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send you home.
Yep, you're incredible, and I'm insecure compared next
Yep,
time.
So you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Because I'm a mediocre man.
Yeah. Well, not even that. Like... There's so many factors. Like, he could have been insecure about the whole race thing. He could have been insecure about her moving to Scottsdale. Like, he could have said that. Like, oh, that can't just be a conversation. It's a deal breaker for me, so you gotta go.
Yeah.
He could have said, like, he could have said something a little bit with a little more substance.
A little more substance.
But, like, a la Arie, he says things with no substance.
Yep, straight up from a Hallmark card. So yeah, I think that's why Seinne was so disappointed.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
And she said, I feel blindsided. I thought there was potential there. Like, if you had these feelings, why couldn't you have told me beforehand? And rightfully so.
Yeah.
I think she would have been way more satisfied with an answer like, I'm worried about your reservations about Scottsdale, so I think I'm sending you home.
Yeah.
But this whole, we should be farther along, like,
that is
she
meaningless.
saw right through that. And was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And with that, she said my new line, which is, I wish you the best.
Yup. Deuces.
You ain't shit, bitch ass nigga. Yes. Yes, the end.
Yes.
Woo!
I love
it. Oh my God, I cackled. It was so good.
Because truly, he needs all the luck in the world.
He does.
Sienne's gonna be out here. She's gonna be
flourishing.
Oh, she's gonna completely flourish and end up with a bomb ass dude.
Yep.
So who needs the luck? Yo ass Arie. Wish you the best. See you never, bitch. Bye. So yeah, we gotta say goodbye to Seinne.
Aww.
It was lovely.
That was so sad.
It was lovely. It's sad to see her sad.
Yeah, it's sad to see. It's a selfish sad.
Yeah.
I just want to see her on TV.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm sad because we have no more left.
Yeah.
But she was too good for him. It was time for her to go. Like, again, the second girl who's too good who had to go. See ya, Seinne. Like, literally, we will see you.
No, we'll see you.
Yeah, in the future on other shows or just doing well in life. Next up was the group date. So we have Bekah, baby Bekah.
Yeah.
Tia and Kendall. So they arrive at this beautiful estate, Villa Real, which was apparently owned by Napoleon's sister.
Oh, shit. I missed
I
that.
think they said it's Napoleon somebody.
Cool.
Auntie. Auntie. Napoleon somebody. Can we talk about the outfits really quick?
Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about the outfits.
Let's talk about them, yes.
So Bekah,
Oh, God.
what in the world did she have on?
Bekah looked, again, probably like how Tia's mom dresses.
Like a Pentecostal deaconess.
Yep. When I see a long jean skirt, that's all I can think.
Yeah, Bekah. It was a knee length, like not even a pencil skirt. It was like a big ass A-line
mid-length skirt. She looked like she could be selling Senegalese food on fucking 119th and fucking Frederick Douglass.
Joking. Straight up though. That shit was huge.
Oh my god.
And then she paired it with a like big billowy shirt
off the shoulder.
Which was I think this shirt paired with a like skinny jean is cute. It was like an off the shoulder kind of billowy shirt. But that plus that Pentecostal jean skirt. And then she had some black flats.
Oh my god. Yes, they were the black like lace up flats.
Oh
my god, she literally could have been selling shea butter on 125. Oh my god, with a head wrap.
Oh my god. The whole outfit from head to toe was terrible.
I just didn't. And it was terrible because I know she could do better.
Because we've seen her do better. She's had some questionable outfits.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the gown with the black platform Spice Girl shoe that she had on.
Yeah.
She's had some questionable outfits.
She has.
But she's also had some good ones.
Yeah, she's had
and
some
this
really
one was
good
wild. One thing I kind of appreciated, I guess, she didn't have any makeup on. Besides just like some mascara.
She had some mascara on and a little brow. She had a little brow tint.
Okay.
But that was it.
That was it. Which, I mean, this is kind of not a theme, but we also have Black Girl
Ashley.
Who didn't wear makeup. Which to me is very surprising because both of them, Ashley and Bekah, were both 22, 23. Because remember Ashley?
Yes,
Ashley's
that's
very
right.
young.
Yeah.
And for them to not be wearing makeup in this generation of like Instagram models and makeup tutorials,
it's really on the verge of drag.
Yes,
most makeup is on the verge of drag makeup.
Yeah, and girls now are beating a whole entire face and then some.
Yeah,
and so for them to like not really wear makeup is really interesting. Yeah, and they don't need it.
No,
they don't need it. Bekah looked great without the makeup.
She did, and her skin is so. I don't know. Her skin is just really pretty.
Yeah, she's cute little freckles and stuff.
Yeah, she had her freckles. She had some like red spots, but they were like cute. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was cute.
It's fine. Next outfit, Kendall, which I liked.
Kendall was cute. She had a little crop top.
Yeah, it's a cute outfit. A little high-waisted mini skirt with the crop top and the booties. It was nice. And then Tia, whose outfit just bored me to tears.
It was so boring, right?
I feel like she's worn that outfit before.
Probably.
Or something, a version of it.
I haven't been paying attention.
It's basically like a blouse and black skinny pants.
Yeah, it was whack.
Like, that was it.
But speaking of makeup, can we talk about how Tia looks on the couch talking to these girls with a glass of champagne versus how she looks on these dates?
We've talked about that before. Her face
my god, she looks so different.
She really does.
Oh my god, it's so weird.
I think it could be the lashes.
It's definitely the lashes for sure, and then also the lip. When she puts on a lip, she overdraws her lips.
Oh.
And she does like a darker nude, and it makes a world of a difference in her face.
Yeah, she definitely looks different. Like,
it's so
weird.
Each time we see her. Every time we see her.
Yeah. In general, I mean, aside from Kendall's outfit, which I thought was cute, I was just like, where are the I've come to slay outfits?
Hello?
Because you are basically, you're on a 3-on-1.
Yep.
And this might be your last time. You're in the Tuscan countryside. Like, where's
the tight?
Yeah, tight something. Show the cute little short dresses. Like, I don't know. I was expecting more. They all look terrible. I mean, aside from Kendall.
Yeah, Kendall looked very cute.
Yeah, I was not impressed by the outfits. Anyways, first one-on-one time was Kendall, who she's basically just like very excited to potentially move to Scottsdale and be with him. And she's all just excited, basically. While she's having her one-on-one, Tia and Bekah are having a little chat. And Bekah says that she's had times, you know, where I wanted to go home. And she's like, yeah, sometimes I just want to be home with my family and my friends. And Tia is listening to her, trying to be that friend to listen. Meanwhile, is orchestrating how she gonna bring this information back to Arie.
Oh my god!
Not say it verbatim, but basically be like, "This girl's not ready." And the question I had, or the question I posted on Twitter, was, is Bekah still living at home with her parents?
No, she is.
She's still living at home with her parents. Yeah,
because she said, "I want to be at home with my family."
Yeah. So she's still living at home with her parents, which is fine. At 22,
Yeah.
I was done with college and moved home.
You're right. Yeah.
It's just odd to go from living home with your parents to potentially moving to Scottsdale to get married to a 36-year-old man, and you're building a home as a wife. Like, what?
Oh my god.
No. So I understand why you want to be home with your family.
Yeah,
that's your
definitely.
comfort, and this shit is all scary.
Yeah.
So Tia in her confessional rightfully is like, she just has a lack of seriousness, and it's starting to get to her. And this reminded me of what Jacqueline said a couple episodes ago, where this whole thing is an experience for Bekah.
Yep.
For these other bitches, this shit is life or death. They come to get a husband.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, then you see them crying in the confessionals talking about that's their last chance at love.
Yes.
But for Bekah, this is just like a fun experience. So she doesn't present a seriousness in the way that the other girls do.
As she shouldn't.
As she shouldn't.
If she did, that would be very concerning.
Yes.
If she said this is my last chance at love and she was 22 years old, that would be really fucking weird.
Really weird, yeah. So Tia, it's time for her little one-on-one time. And, you know, her mission impossible is to throw Bekah under the bus.
And this is where she gets my Becky of the week.
Ooh, Tia?
Yes.
Why?
Tia.
Why?
Because she is really being a mean girl. She's being exactly what Crystal was being last week.
Okay.
Throwing Kendall under the bus is the same shit. She's using her relationship with Arie, which she solidified like 3 episodes ago, and saying like, oh, you know, I really don't want to talk about this, but your girl over here is not doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And for her to bring another girl down like that, I don't know. It just really, really rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's never a good look to be talking about any of the other girls during your time. I'm giving her a pass. Okay. Because this is the date before hometowns. Yeah. So if there's any time to throw somebody on the bus, is now. You want this rose more than any other rose is the one you want. Yeah. So I think she differs from Crystal in that Crystal overall was just nasty.
A psychopath.
Yeah, a psycho. And so the things that she was saying about Kendall weren't really warranted. For Tia, she wasn't saying anything like negative or mean per se about Bekah. It was more like a general, I'm concerned that she's not as serious as me, and that's bothering me. Yeah. And our connection. Yeah. And
she was like, oh, I don't know about, you know, this is for your heart. I don't want your heart to get broken.
Oh, yeah. She was saying some strategic stuff. She knew what she was doing.
Oh, my God. So annoying. And she also has horrible highlight and lowlights. And it drives me nuts.
Wait, what does that mean?
She has those 2 blonde strands in the front. And they drive me bananas every week.
Because every time I see them, I think of was her name Stacy from What Not to Wear?
Yes! And
exactly. She had that natural. Yeah. That was how her hair grew. That little white patch in the front. Yeah. But yeah, Tia like blonded those 2 little pieces.
It's so Arizona dye job.
I'm not a fan.
Terrible.
But yeah, so she lays it on them, saying it's, Bekah's on a different page than the rest of us. Yeah. And it's a lack of experience that's becoming bothersome to me. Arie didn't really say much back. He's very protective of Bekah.
I know.
So he was like, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Moving on. Tia goes back to Bekah and immediately tells her she feels guilty because they all are kind of like friends.
Yeah.
And so she's like, look, before you go on your one-on-one, I have to let you know. And she says, I came here for marriage, and it bothers me that you're having some of the doubts that you said you had about wanting to go home and blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, I told him.
Yeah.
Bekah immediately starts crying.
Oh, of course.
Immediately looked like a fetus.
Oh my gosh, she looked like a literal baby.
A literal baby.
You guys. Oh.
It's like the no makeup plus like that crying
Yes.
face. She looked so young. I just want to give her a hug.
I know.
And send her packing.
Oh.
And she's crying. She said, I'm sick of people saying that. But the thing is, like, they're only saying this based on things that you said.
Yeah, it's because of your actions. It's not because of your age.
It's not because of the age. Yeah. You're the one who said, I miss being at home and I miss my family and my friends. Like, none of these grown-ass girls are saying that because they don't miss their family and friends. They've been out the house.
Or if Jacqueline was on this date, they'd be saying this about Jacqueline.
Saying what?
That she is having doubts.
Right.
And this, that, and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it has nothing to do with her age.
That's true. It's nothing to do with the age. It's what you said. You said that you had doubts, so they're bringing that to him. So now it's time for Bekah's one-on-one. She walks up to him and she's immediately crying. She's sad. I hate not being seen for who I really am. No one thinks I'm serious about being here. And she kept saying that. That was bothering because, again, that's not the issue, Bekah.
Right.
No one's questioning whether you're serious about being here. It's really a question of whether you're a serious candidate for marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's Tia's issue. Is she a serious candidate for marriage? She's saying that, but in her actions and her words, like, they don't see the connection.
They don't match.
That shit doesn't match up.
Yeah.
And, Arie's trying to comfort her, and she, eventually she gets over it, and they start talking about her hometown and, who he's going to meet and all that stuff. And she claims her family won't have an issue with the age gap.
Which they might not.
They might not.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. 14 years is solid.
And 14 years at 22 is
That's
solid.
what I'm saying. This is their little baby. This is their baby.
Baby.
22.
Yep.
And she's bringing home a very seasoned, grade,
literally salt.
Salt. Not even salt and pepper, just
barely any pepper.
Barely any pepper in my hair. Straight up salt. Home. And so while they might not have reservations, or so she claims, I feel like any parent, any father, if their 22-year-old brought home this 36-year-old man, any father would be like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
What's going on? So, yeah. That was their time.
Wait.
Yes.
She also shows him her gray hairs.
Oh, yeah. That was her, like, look at me.
Look at me, I'm getting older.
I'm old, too. We match. Look at my gray. My single gray hair.
So funny. And he, fell back in love with her at that moment. It was so crazy.
Good. Time for the date rose, and he has to award one rose at this moment. I really didn't know who it was going to go to.
I know, me either.
I really had no clue. But it went to Kendall.
And Kendall got my invite to the cookout this week.
Nice! Okay, Kendall. Why?
Kendall is... I just really love how Kendall uses her kindness and her... just as her weapon, as her strength. She uses just how her foundation is the best out of all these girls. Just her to the core as a human being. No other extra qualifications. That she is a fantastic person, a kind person, and uses it to her advantage. And a lot of people who are nice like that don't know how to use it. And she does.
Yeah.
So I think she can teach me some things at the cookout. And I liked it.
She radiates, positivity.
Yes. And doesn't let anyone penetrate her energy to be negative.
Right.
That's how she got that rose last week. She didn't let Crystal penetrate that energy.
That's true.
She just bounced it right back and was like, you know what? I actually feel sad for you. You're actually a whack bitch. And, if I was you, I'd be a whack bitch too.
That's true.
So I like her a lot.
She doesn't let too much affect her.
Nope.
She's just kind and positive and doing her and getting through life.
Yeah.
Good for you, Kendall.
Yeah.
Come to the cookout. See you later, girl. And so Kendall gets the rose. She gets the peace out on a little SUV.
Yeah.
And the two girls now have a 2-on-1, essentially. Ugh, which sucks. And they're headed to dinner. So during dinner, Tia is the first to get a little one-on-one time with Arie. And again, she sounds like a broken record. Mm-hmm. She's confirming again, I do still have feelings for you. I am falling in love with you. Mm-hmm. My love grows every time I see you.
Oh my God.
Just doing the most. Mm-hmm. Saying the absolute most. But I mean, she said, I'm falling for you like a decade ago.
She did. It was so long ago.
So long ago. So now she just has to keep saying it, essentially. Bekah gets her little one-on-one time. And Bekah's feeling nervous.
I know.
She's real nervous. She's off her game.
Even though she had the strong inner corner highlight in the inner parts of her eyes. Did you see that glitter?
I did.
That's a
thing people do, right? They put a little highlight in the tear duct.
Yes, in the tear duct. I love it. It was like a strong white glitter. Oh, it was
right
gorgeous.
In the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty. And so she's feeling nervous. So she's like, "Look, I feel like you see me."
I know.
She's one of those
whipping out all of her eyes.
All her lines. Was in Seattle line or like some 1980s rom-com line. I feel like you see me.
Mm-hmm. But there's more of me to see.
Right. And he just fed right into it. I do see you.
Oh my God.
Good. And then she said, have a little faith in me.
Yeah.
And she said it about 3-4 times.
Because she knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
She knew. She was on the outs. Mm-hmm. And she did take the time to tell him, I feel like I'm falling for you. Mm-hmm. It was a little bit too late.
It was too late, which sucks.
A little too late.
She was in the first place, I would say, since episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Bekah was a front runner.
Yeah.
But ever since he learned her age,
I know.
She was like a front runner in limbo.
Mm-hmm.
His heart was like, do I just commit to this?
Yeah.
Date this 22-year-old, just commit? Or do I just have fun for a little bit and then send her home? Mm-hmm. I feel like he kept wavering what to do.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Eventually, her time came to an end.
So sad.
And the date rose went to Tia. Bekah got packed up in the Suburban.
That was so sad.
It was sad.
I loved seeing her on camera.
I did.
And I would like to see her on something else. Mm-hmm. I said during the show that I'd like to see her as a Bachelorette, but I don't know if I mean that. But
she's too young.
She's way too young.
Because all her guys are going to be like high school seniors. Hi, I'm Kyle, and I'm 18.
I just got admitted to a University of Colorado.
Yeah. He's on spring break going on The Bachelorette. Like.
Oh, jeez. But what was really sad that I thought was that, in my opinion, as a viewer, Bekah M was the only one he actually fell in love with.
Oh, yeah. Real. Oh, he's for sure in love with her.
Like, the only one. These other ones, I don't know what he's saying. Not sure. And, like, what this is based off of. I'm not there. Maybe there's something.
Maybe.
But Bekah M was the only one that he was really like, oh, I'm in love with her.
That was one girl for sure. We were all very confident in his feelings for her. Yeah. Everyone else, we're not really sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a sad goodbye. She was bawling.
Oh, I'm so sad.
He started to cry. Mm-hmm. And he said, like, I don't see our lives fitting together. Mm-hmm. She made this fun. She truly captured my heart. But yeah, it's time for her to go. Yeah. I think with that, he was leading with his head in this decision. Mm-hmm. The heart knows what it wants. It wants Bekah, but like, he knows this ain't gonna be a good look. If he took her home and he went through the whole process and literally chose this girl at the end, like,
oh my
this would not be a good look.
Oh my God, can you imagine him taking her home?
Oh my God. His Dutch mother, who side-eyed the shit out of Emily, spoke Dutch in front of her, was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna talk Dutch. Mm-hmm. Like, if Bekah went home to that, the mom would even like give her the time of day.
Yeah.
She'd be looking at him like, come on, really? This is what you really? No. So yeah, that was the episode.
That was it.
It ended with Bekah going home.
I know.
Wild. Did not see that coming. At the start of the episode, I didn't see that coming.
No, not at all.
I didn't see it coming. We got a little preview for next week. Mm-hmm. So next week is hometowns.
Yes.
And we got some fathers with a lot of questions.
We also have, I think, every one of these are MAGAs.
Oh, every last one of them.
Family.
They all have Trump bumper stickers.
Oh my god.
Make America Great Again hats. all of the paraphernalia.
I at one point saw that handlebar mustache going down to the chin.
Oh hell.
If I see that, I'm literally physically running. Like no.
Nah, not doing it.
Nope.
Yeah. Ugh. So he's going home to Kendall's family.
Kendall, yeah.
Bekah K, Minnesota. And Lauren B. Where the hell she lives. And then Tia. So, yeah. But yeah, a lot of families with a lot of questions. One moment that stuck with me, Bekah K was saying to her mother, like, there might be an engagement at the end. Her mom looked at her and was like, nah. No, sorry.
Actually, no.
Nah, we're not doing that here.
Oh, God.
So I'm excited for hometowns.
Yeah, me too.
Next week. We also got a preview of Winter Games, which is tomorrow. So excited. Quick little things I saw. Kevin, he is from Canada. Mm-hmm. He was the heartthrob hunk, whatever the hell we were calling him last week.
Yep.
He's going to be a hot commodity, it looks like.
For our Bibiana.
Oh,
our fave.
Who looks like she's going up against Ashley I.
The porn star? The porn star looking one?
Complete opposite.
Oh, no.
She's the virgin.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
He said porn star look. Oh, no,
the Swedish girl.
No.
Like,
Ashley I is American.
Okay. She's the crying virgin.
Crying virgin.
Got you.
Always crying.
Okay.
Always crying. So, Bibiana versus Ashley I.
Oof.
Looks like going up against, for Kevin.
Good look, Ashley I.
Benoit. The
hottie.
He sounded like he had a little accent.
He did.
He could be from French Canada.
Yep.
A little Montreal up in there.
Oh no!
What about my little French? And then we saw Dean kissing a mystery blonde.
Which I'm sure he's going to be kissing all the blondes.
All of the blondes. And then they showed a little night footage of two people on a bed, like, dry humping.
I mean, with pants on.
It was a dry hump, fully clothed, but as I said, these little spin-off shows, you gotta watch them. Paradise, Bachelor Pad, which is a throwback, and Winter Games, that's where shit gets real. Mm-hmm. The Bachelor, they try to keep it classy and romantic. Yeah. The spin-offs are always a fucking mess.
Love it.
Very excited. Any predictions
for Arie or for
Arie?
Okay.
Yeah.
For Arie, as I said, everyone
hometowns.
is Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I feel like whoever's the youngest, so maybe even a Tia, might not get a rose. Just because she's more influenced by her family. Like Bekah K, her mom saying that, she could be like, whatever, mom.
Yeah.
Like, you met my last boyfriend, he was a fuckboy, like, whatever. So, I feel like, I don't know, I'm a little worried about that. I'm a little worried about whose family is the most influential on them. And it could be, it could affect it.
And you're thinking Tia, maybe.
I'm thinking Tia.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially because Tia's such a Christian.
Yeah.
So I hope
but she was quick to throw Jesus away. When she asked him whether he was religious or not.
She tossed that Bible right out the window.
Bible out the window. Jesus who? So I don't know about that.
Oh, jeez.
My predictions, I think many of the fathers have Googled Arie.
Yeah, yeah.
So they are going into hometowns not feeling this dude. Because just from the previews, there's a lot of dads who just had tough questions or just didn't look happy or...
Yeah.
And of course that could all be editing.
Yeah.
But I think if you do one Google of Arie... It's not a lot of good stuff.
It's really not.
You can read about his whole last relationship.
Yeah.
You can read about all the shit that Jeff Holm, the last guy on this season, said about him. You can read a lot of junk and realize that this dude's kind of questionable.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my major prediction. So I don't really know who I think is going home.
It's getting tough now. With the editing and stuff, it's like getting hard.
It's tough, and I don't know any of these girls or care.
I don't care. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
That's
it, guys. Another episode in the books. We will be back tomorrow for winter
night.
games.
Oh man.
As always, you can connect with us on Twitter. Our handle is 2 BLK girls, 1 Rose.
Yep.
Yes.
And our email, if you would like to email us, we always will shout you out because we love you so much. Is 2 blackgirls and 1 rose@gmail.com.
Yep. And please don't forget to subscribe, rate, review.
Yeah.
Please, if you are tuning in every week, just hit that 5-star rating.
It is.
On whatever platform you're listening to. And take another 3 seconds and write us a little review. I mean, it's not hard.
Because there's so many of us out there. We want all of us to talk and share and clown this dumbass nigga.
What she said. All right, that's it. See y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.